Welcome to Flame Nation. I'm Michael Colander.
And I'm Brad McClung. The Flames and Lady Flames wrapped up the final 2 games of a 5-game road trip last week as the 2 teams traveled to Union University and Christian Brothers University for 2 Gulf South Conference matchups.
The 3rd-ranked Lady Flames took on Union University Lady Bulldogs in a battle of 2 top teams. However, the Lady Bulldogs, who sit atop the Gulf South Conference, were able to extinguish the Lady Flames on their way to a 63-49 victory in front of a packed house, ready to watch 2 old rivals battle on the hardwood. Let's take a look at some highlights from the game. The Lady Flames got out to a good start with a nice finish from Christina Johnson inside, but the Lady Bulldogs answered with this 3, a play that killed the Lady Flames all night. Emily Swafford here with a strong finish down low with her left hand, but once again, the Lady Bulldogs get a wide open 3 at the end of the half, and that was the statistic of the night. The Lady Flames went an astonishing 1 for 16 from deep as Union went 9 for 30. The Flames mounted a nice second half comeback led by Shelby Brown down in the post, but it was Union that had an answer for every Flames basket, especially from the leader of the Lady Bulldogs, Amy Philamy. The Flames finished the game with a score of 49-63, led by Shelby Brown with 14 points and 10 rebounds. A nice double-double for her. Emily Swafford came in with 11 points. And on Union side, Deanna Thompson with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Big game for her. And the leader, Amy Philamy, with 14 points and 12 assists. After the game, we talked to Coach Marty Rowe about the hard loss.
Well, I mean, we can't shoot the balls poorly and get out rebounded against against a team like Union. I mean, you can get away with that against certain teams. You just can't get away with it against them. We went 1 for 16, made it late from the 3, 1 for 16 from the 3, but we missed a lot of layups too. We missed a lot of easy shots that could have extended a run for us. We got to a point where we just could not get it in single digits. And then the fact that we got out-rebounded. I thought we got outworked and out-hustled a little bit. The better team won. I mean, they outplayed us today on both ends of the court. And, obviously, we hope to learn from it. They've got a really good basketball team and, are always tough to beat here. So we'll see if we can, kind of pick things back up and respond on Saturday now.
For the men, the 14-4 Union Bulldogs handed Lee its 6th straight loss. Turnovers haunted the Flames as they coughed the ball up upwards of 30 times, which led to 30 Union points off the turnovers. The Flames shot 50% from the field and scored 32 points off the bench, but that was not enough to overcome the turnovers as the team dropped to 9-8 on the season. The Flames came out battling early in the game as Stebbin Ford was able to penetrate the lane for this lay-in over 2 Bulldogs defenders. However, a pair of triples, including this first half buzzer beater by Martaris Brock, surged Union into the second stanza of the game, and from there, the Bulldogs never looked back. Corey Billingsley was, however, able to connect on this early second half 3, but for every bucket the Flames had, the Bulldogs had an answer. Chase Cullen was able to get inside for 2 of his team-high 14 points off of this pass. Union had another quick answer as the Flames failed to get back in transition, and Nashante Day got out ahead of the pack for this crowd-pleasing finish. Once again, Ford was able to penetrate the rim for 2, but the Bulldogs slowly extended their 14-point lead to close out the game 94-75 over the Flames. Chase Cullen led the Flames with 14 points and 17 boards, and Corey Billingsley added 11 points and 4 assists on the contest. On the Bulldogs side, Martaris Brock and Corian Pearson combined for 59 of the team's 94 points. We caught up with Coach Tommy Brown after the loss.
Well, we're going to have to play defensively a lot better. We didn't do a good job following the scout report on the shooters, and they really spread us out and did a nice job finding open people. 25 turnovers. You can't win when you turn the ball over 25 times. And if we're going to beat anybody, we got to take care of the basketball. I'd say that's, it's not complicated. And, when you turn it over 25 times, that's 25 less shots you can get. They had 34 points off turnovers. And not only that, when we took bad shots, they got, they probably scored 20 points when we took bad shots beating us down the floor. for. So, give them credit. They're good. They shot well, talented. And we just got to play a lot better.
Next up, the team's headed to Christian Brothers, where the Lady Flames used a dominant first half to claim a 69-57 victory. Junior forward Christina Johnson dropped a career-high 20 points along with 15 rebounds to lead the Lady Flames. The team is now 8-5 in the conference and 11-5 overall. The Lady Flames opened up a quick lead as Erin Walsh, Kayla Beavers, and Christina Johnson all connected on three-pointers in the first 5 minutes of the contest. But after the Lady Flames jumped out to a 20-4 lead, Madison Luckett connected on an open look from three on this pick and pop, shortly followed by a three-point play by Michaela Blissett to keep the Lady Flames lead in check. Shelby Brown finished this post move en route to 9 points and 4 boards on the game. The Lady Bucks were able to gain a bit of momentum as Rachel Lee knocked down this long two with just seconds to go in the half. The Lady Flames lead grew to as much as 24 points off of shots like this from Emily Swafford, but Christian Brothers answered quickly with this putback as they began to cut into the lead. Swafford connected here on one of her 2 3-pointers on the game, and the Lady Flames were able to close the game with a 69-57 victory. Christina Johnson led the way with 20 points on 15 boards and 2 steals in the game, and Emily Swafford added 17 points, going 5 for 5 from the free throw line. On the Christian Brothers side, Brianna Ridgel added 14 points and 4 boards on the game, while Taylor Pugh had a double-double with 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 blocks. We caught up with Coach Marty Rowe after the big win.
I thought we played well the whole game. I thought we were getting fouled hard in the second half, and when they started playing out of desperation and started jamming the rebounders and stuff, we were getting fouled. So I got to give us a lot of credit. We used some timeouts early and didn't have any timeouts down the stretch, so we had to tough it out. And for us to be able to tough it out, because there's no quit in anybody in this league. I mean, Sarah does a great job. They played hard till the end. Christian Brothers did, and so I thought we did too. Now the first half is probably the best half we've played offensively all year. I mean, we shot the ball well. We were on the same page, all 5 people that were on the court, and it was a really, really good effort. But I thought the second half, the energy and the effort was great. I just thought there were some things that we can't really control that kind of made it sloppy for us. But it's a great road win, especially a big bounce back from Thursday night. We needed it bad.
The Flames fell to Christian Brothers 76-55 in their final game of this long road trip. The Bucks used a strong end of the first half to gain a 43-27 lead at halftime and didn't look back as they were able to cruise to a victory. Let's take a look at some highlights. High-flying Christian Brothers got out early with this big slam from Jordan Miller, but the Flames kept it close in the early part of the first half thanks to this corner 3 from Levi Woods. Chase Colon had another big game for the Flames with a strong presence in the post. Trey Woods hits 3 of his game-high 23 here at the buzzer of the first half to keep the Bucks up 16. But in the second half, for every basket the Flames made, the Bucks had an answer. But don't count the Flames out. They made an effort in this game to come back with Chase down low and then Corey Billingsley hitting a 3, but it just was not enough as the Bucks pulled away, especially with this out-of-bounds alley-oop to Drew Hildreth. This was the icing on the cake for the Bucks as he catches it, cocks it back, and slams it home. Final score for the game, Lee 55, Christian Brothers 76. Chase Colon adds 20 points and 8 rebounds, and Levi Woods comes off the bench with 9 points and 5 rebounds. For Christian Brothers, Trey Casey has 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, and Jeff Larkin finishes with 11 points and 5 assists. We caught up with Coach Tommy Brown and a very special guest after the game.
No, and I want to introduce you to Penny Rose. Penny is the daughter of our assistant coach, Cole Rose, and I'm holding her to keep life in perspective right now. There's more than just basketball, and Penny is a delight. She's a joy and helps me when we play bad. We get out competed, and we just got to hit some shots at some point. What do you got, Mike? What's the answer, buddy? Got to get a rebound. Defensively, we got to play defense no matter what, and it all comes down to that.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Say bye, Penny. Say bye, Penny.
Bye, Penny.
Bye.
The loss was the 7th straight for the Flames as the team fell to an even .500 on the season with a record of 9-9. Both teams will return home to Walker Arena Thursday to take on West Florida in another Gulf South Conference matchup.
Here's how the Flames and Lady Flames fare in their conference. Starting off in the men's division, West Georgia, Alabama Huntsville, Shorter, and West Alabama all top the conference with a conference record of 9-4. Union and Delta State are second place with 8-5 records in the conference. And then we're followed by Christian Brothers at 6-7, Mississippi College at 5-8, North Alabama tied with Mississippi College with a record of 5-8 in the conference as well. And then come your Lee University Flames with a conference record of 4-9 and a 9-9 overall record. Valdosta State is tied with Lee with a 4-9 record, but are 9-10 overall. And at the bottom of the conference is West Florida with a conference record of 2-11 and 6-13.
On the women's side, Union University leads the way with an 11-2 conference record, followed by West Florida at 9-4. Your Lee Flames are sitting at 8-5, along with Delta State, tied for third place. West Georgia and North Alabama come in at 7-6, while Alabama Huntsville sits at 6-7. Valdosta State and West Alabama are both sitting at 5-8, while Mississippi College, Shorter, and Christian Brothers round out the league.
This Thursday, the Flames and Lady Flames will host the annual Hoops for Hope event when they take on the University of West Florida, beginning at 6 p.m. Hoops for Hope is an event to raise awareness and proceeds for autism. All proceeds from the event will benefit the Lee University Developmental Inclusion Classroom.
Flames baseball begins its season this Friday with an opening day game against Emmanuel College starting at 3 p.m. at Olympic Field. The Flames were predicted to finish 9th in the region in the National Baseball Writers Association preseason poll. Lady Flames softball also kicks off their season this weekend as they take on Hiwassee College Saturday at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Stanley Butler Field. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Flame Nation. I'm Brad McClung.
And I'm Michael Colander. Come by and support Hoops for Hope on Thursday at 6 and 8 in Walker Arena. We'll see you next time.